My name is Ed Shaw. I'm Executive Vice President for Risk Management for Caspers company McDonald's. We're a large McDonald's operator of 64 McDonald's restaurants, mostly in the Tampa Bay area, also in Jacksonville, Florida. We also have other associated businesses too that we oversee. Originally, we would, with our previous carrier, we were actually seeing what the bill was and we're seeing our discount. Well, after about 10 or 12 years, that evaporated. When I asked to see that, they told me that was proprietary information. I could no longer see that information. When you look at the profits these hospitals make, low end 7+% profit, high end almost 20% profit. Now, most people today would think 20% profit's outrageous. My company doesn't make 20% profit. Wish we did, we don't. Where does that profit come from? Doing over $700 million a year in revenue? That to me just seems outrageous. We're getting a discount, but off of what? Off a very, very inflated hospital bill. And I was seeing us getting discounts around maybe 40% on average, 40% off of retail, whatever that retail actually is. We were getting no help from them on trying to lower those prices. They had no answers. I realized that what was happening now was broken. It was something that we could not move forward with. I was in fact getting increasingly more frustrated at every stewardship meeting that we were having, to the point where the last time we had a stewardship meeting, in my own mind I said, I'm done with this, I need something better. And here came Cost Plus. When I heard the Cost Plus presentation, everything in my mind told me this is what we needed. And I bought into it, our executive team bought into it, and then we started the process from that day forward, moving into trying to make sure that they had all the data they needed to evaluate our model and give us information back to assure us of the savings that we were going to have. What we began to see was immediate transparency. Transparency in pharmacy, transparency from hospital billing, transparency from all the fixed costs that we have that go in to make this work. Everything was very open and above board. There was nothing hidden in it. It was an obvious and apparent transaction that made sense to me. Everybody we talk to has a vested interest in making sure everyone is successful. The customers, us, our employees, as well as each of the entities involved in Cost Plus. When we look at savings on this Cost Plus model, in my mind, they have exceeded what we thought would happen. And it did that through plan changes where our people had less deductibles, low co-pays, and that was a win for our people. All the carriers out there, they don't mind raising rates. They come to somebody and say, hey, I got you a 10% rate increase this year. And many companies feel great about that. Hey, I only have 10%. My buddy got 15. How about 0%? How about less than zero? How about a negative? That's what I'm looking for, and that's what we're getting right now. We're also saving huge dollars on scripts. Our prescription savings right now, we believe by year end will be about 40%. That's astounding for me. When you look at cost of claims, in particular facility claims, we're talking hospitals, we're talking outpatient clinics, the Cost Plus model works best at doing that. Most of the carriers, even in a self-insured environment, if you're under an ASO contract, which is Administrative Services contract, basically what they're doing is they're paying off a summary billing from the hospital. What happens in Cost Plus model, ELAP, who does the repricing, actually gets a complete audit of that hospital bill, right down to every Tylenol that was issued, and they get repriced into more reasonable cost. Reasonable enough that we can look at that and say, okay, we can pay that. People aren't dumb. They know about what's going on out there in healthcare. They see the pricing, they see the commercials, they see all of this. They know, they understand it. So selling this was easy, administering it has been easy, and those folks buy into it has been a charm. Everything's been great.